everybody, and I'm gonna post the question a little bit later when we get a few people. I'm gonna wait like 10 minutes and see, how many people join in. But I'm gonna pose this question to see the group to feel out how many people are actually understand what credit is worth. Mr. Micah, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Long time no see, Reverend.
Well,
All right, let's see. Let's see how many people is coming. I like doing these lunch ones. These lunch ones are awesome. And Micah, do that. He did Ralph said a great thing. Call it the lunch and learn video when you upload it. I like that. Lunch and learn.
Yeah, we do those at my company a lot, lunch and learn. So everybody grab their lunch, do an hour of, learning whatever topic it is. Yep.
Lunch and learn, my friend. Lunch and learn. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to get a nice little piece over here. And I'm gonna share my screen in 2 seconds. I got my camera over here, but my screen that I put you guys on because I want to see you guys nice and big, just in case. Also, nobody needs to be on mute. I'm not. I'm not. I want questions. I want people to talk to me. I want. This is not. This is an open seminar. Just be respectful of one another. If somebody's talking, don't talk over each other. That's what it is. That's all I ask. We're adults here. We're not children. I don't need you to mute your mic. Unless there's background noise and you don't want the background noise, that's fine. But otherwise, we're adults here. Please leave it unmuted. So, if you want to talk, you know, feel free to talk to me. That's the whole point of doing these, is to actually explain everything to you. Let me add this. What kind of security does the software have? I think it's 256. Uh, high government rated encryption, if I remember correctly. All right, cool. So I get it another minute. It plus the 45. We'll do 1250 because this is actually going to go quick, and this will be sick. Because I actually uploaded the report. The report's here. It's in an underwriting file. Okay. So the difference when it's in an underwriting file is we can see it done correctly right from the jump, and we know that everything's there ready to rock and roll. So bear with me 1 second. Why is my Skype not? Okay, perfect. And is everybody okay with Telegram? Are we looking for a better place? Like, is Telegram work for this type of situation, or are we working in a better? Is there a better piece of software that we can use that helps the group get attached better? Um,
On my end, I think Telegram is fine, and there's not a lot of craziness going on. If it continue to grow, my my suggestion would be do Discord where you can have different channels. But otherwise, right now,
I don't know.
Telegram
I don't know how
is
to
going
use
great.
Discord. So if you know how to use Discord, maybe you and I should have a chat over here. And we can see what we need to do and figure that out because that Micah, we got take Alex's information down or Ralph's information down. Let's get with Ralph and see how we can do a Discord for the channel. If we keep growing the way that we're growing, we might want to put this on the Discord and see to get people the proper help and get them growing better. Okay. I've got 30 seconds. We're gonna wait 30 more seconds, and then we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna give you the guys the idea of what the perfect file looks like, or almost close to perfect. And what needs to be repaired on the perfect file. Now, Nobody has access to this software because I haven't released this software. I'm still working on it. So I was going to record the knowledge base video, and then I was like, I have clients' files inside of here that I'm running with, but I put my own file. And I want to show you guys what a 515 credit score went from to, and how you make yourself not only for your personal file, but for your business file, and how you move yourself up. Now, I've received funding about a year and 2 months or 3 months ago. So I want you guys to understand I've already been funded. So this is the recourse of when you get funded and what happens when you push. And then when you guys are talking about trade lines, what trade lines you should be looking for based upon the file. Okay? So without further ado, let me share my screen. Okay. This is my actual file. And let me hit share over here. Perfect. All right. Can everybody see? Throw me a thumbs up if you can see. Perfect. Thank you. Great, 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 great. All right. So everybody that's in here right now with this, when we're looking at the file, I don't focus at this box over here. I do not focus at this information over here because his credit score is BS. Credit score does not matter. Everybody go, what do you mean credit score doesn't matter? You can artificially increase a credit score very quickly with 5 authorized users or 34-year-old accounts. Okay? That's it. You can get an 850 score tomorrow. That's it. You don't need anything else but 5 authorized users with 30 plus years on their account. You've got an 850 credit score. But that doesn't mean you actually have an 850 credit score. It just means that the information that you use equals what the Bureau is looking on based on the FICO parameters, or based on the, excuse me, or based on the Vantage score parameters. So we looked at this. I pulled this 911. Okay, that's very weird. And this is the information that I have. This is how an underwriter is going to look at your file. Okay, they're going to look at your open utilization of your balances. They're going to look at your total credit limit, how much money that you have in credit. Okay, they're going to see what your utilization is, and they're going to take that and they're going to give you the percentage. Now, Ali, you got 1% and 2%. How do you have a 30% pay down? Even though I have a total amount of $156,000 in credit cards, I have one card that is over 30% utilized. And that's where you have to understand, and this card is paid now, but you have to realize that it's about the individual file, not the excuse me, not the actual totality of the file. Now, I saw and I don't know who watched the video of me going off, but I watched I'm not gonna say their name from YouTube, but I watched them record a video. And they said, oh, if you have utilization, I'll teach you how to lower your utilization right now. Go online, buy a trade line for over the 30% utilization that you need. It'll drop that utilization down. Yes, it'll drop your total utilization down. It will not drop your individual utilization down. And the only way to drop your individual utilization down is by paying your cards below 30% or never overutilizing over 30%. So that is a huge deal because this is a major thing that the Bureau looks at. That's why I have it in its own, not the Bureau, excuse me, the banks. That's why I have it in its own box. Now, you need to know real estate debt. Do you have the real estate? Because these are the top 3 items that the Bureau looks for. This is 30%. This is called credit mix. Not 30%, 10%. This is called the credit mix right here. Do I have the credit mix? No, I don't have the credit mix technically. I would never be able to officially achieve an 850 credit score until I get real estate debt. That's the crazy. I may hit 840, I may hit 849, but I will never hit a perfect score of 850 because I don't hit the credit mix. Then your total debt, this is installment debt, whatever you have an installment debt, and then your high limit accounts. Okay. Now, this box over here is the magic. This is what I've created. This is the main meat and potatoes. This is telling you if you're fundable or not. Okay. This is to tell you if you are at that level that you can make a move or not for funding. Now, I hit all the heavy cards. Okay. I hit all the heavy boxes. A lot of people don't even get here. But here's the thing. I'm missing minimum 2 years revolving accounts with a year and a half of good payment history. I won't have this until January. Okay. The 30%, this is now paid down so that inquiries, okay. Inquiries, I got 11, 11, and 4. I got to get rid of those. So I'm not sending it out through the software. I do inquiries via pick up the phone and call. I get on the phone, call them, and I send an FTC letter. The reason that I send an FTC letter, a majority of these inquiries that are on here are not meant to be on here anymore. Why? Because I don't have a card attached to them. And if I do, they're getting ready to get removed anyway. So at the end of the day, these are good and straight to go. Okay. Now let's get over here. You could see the inquiries over here, every inquiry that I have when the date was pulled. And then if I remember correctly, I think we put these in time order. Yes, these are in time order. So this is when I went for funding, guys. 7/8/23. And I think we did another round over here. Yeah, we did another round. So all the way up to here, this is 16 files of pulled information in one shot. This is all the plastic that we applied for in that sense to go there, to go for funding in that first round. So you guys can see what it does to your file. That's why they call it the shotgun method, where you go in and apply for everything. Now, I'll take a pause. I heard say, Ralph, what's up?
Oh no, I don't got nothing. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. This is the shotgun method. So when you do the shotgun method, this is the money that you're looking for. This is how you'll get wherever you need. And some of these accounts I didn't get. So why are they going to sit here? And I haven't removed them because I haven't had a need to remove them. But now that I have a mastermind group, I gotta kind of do something every now and then blue to show you guys that stuff is happening. So this is the same thing. But here's the thing. This is where it comes down to the meat and potatoes. This is where you're starting to look at everything. This is all the files, and this is what happens. This is how you know. You remember when I told you a year and a half? These are not even a year and a half. Now, suggesting we want these at 2 years to be exact. Anything that's at 2 years is where you get the best amount of credit. And it's how you keep growing to that next level. Now here, look, you see all the pay downs? All the pay downs are 0 except for this one. This pay down needs to happen, and that's the individual account that it needs to happen. So that's where it needs to happen. But look, where is this over here? This is TransUnion is reported, Experience reported that there's no pay down need and no nothing. But this is not what helps build your file. It's right here where we were talking about trade lines. Here we go. My first trade line that I got was from my father. This is what got my credit card back, my credit back in order. 34 years old, 4 months Sears card, $7,000 limit, threw me over over the age utilization at the time. This is what helped me get funding. This is what helped me get my credit back and established, was taking my dad's account. Hey, Pop, I'm going to put myself on as an authorized user. Do you mind? Nope. We were allowed 4 accounts. So we did me, my mom, and my sister. We put ourselves on the account, and this is what we got. We got the ability to be over here on this account. Now, this is closed now because Sears is no longer existent. So we can't use this, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is the first one. This is how you build a strong file. The next one, okay, this was me. This is why we say never ever close an account out if you don't have to. When I got out of high school, I was going to buy my mom a birthday gift, and I bought her, I think it was a bag, a purse, 16 years ago. This is a Macy's card. Look at the age on this. If I kept all my credit cards open from when I was out of high school and in college, my account would be untouchable right now. 850, no problem. 840, no problem. But I didn't. I charged off this account because I was an idiot. I paid it and I never used it, and they closed it on me. But that's the next one. Here's the next trade line that I got. 8 years, $40,000. 8 years, $40,000. How much is something like this? Well, I think the website that everybody's posting is Trade Line Supply. Let's see. Let's see what they got. Tradelinesupply.com. Let's look. Let's see what an 8-year-old trade line with 40,000 looks like. Oh, hold on. I got my screen's too big. Give me a sec, guys. Let's get to 100 over here. Let's see. Show filter. Okay. I want credit limit 40K, and I want at least 5 to 10 years old. Apply filter. Let's see. This trade line over here is going for a crazy amount. It's going. You've got this one 66 from Chase. It's $1,500, and they put it on for maybe a month. This person that I got this trade line from, and again, friends and family. Always the first thing that I'll tell you is friends and family. This happens to be one of my friends' cousins that was like, dude, I got a $40,000 Chase card. You want to use it? I'm like, sure. Sure. I ain't gonna turn that down. So we got that trade line, and this is what you're paying for. But what does it do? It skyrockets your score because now my credit line and limit, my credit ceiling now went from what's the highest I have? 22, I think is my own personal one. Yeah, 22.5. My credit ceiling goes from 22.5 to 40K. Now that gap in that ceiling gives me the ability to start off getting heavy cards. And this card, when we did our first line of funding, this card came in with a $15,000 limit. So that's where, when you're getting yourself back in order and you're building your credit back up over time, be cognizant of the stuff that's going on. Don't go and buy this trade line because you need it. You got to know your file, know what you're looking at your file. And if you see you got a bunch of 3-year-old accounts and you know 12 is the magic number, add your 3-year-old accounts, add each individual account. So here, this is broken up by, whatchamacallit. This is broken up by all three together. So U.S. Bank, TransUnion. So I have 1 year. I gotta add the J.P. Morgan Chase about another year. So a year, or do them by months, 12 months, 16 months, whatever. Put them all together. Okay. Add it all up. Then divide it by the number of accounts that you have. Say you got 10 accounts. So say you come out to 160 months, right? It's 16 months. 16 months. What is 16 months? Is a year and a half. A year and a half trade line, a year and a half, you're going to need a couple of trade lines to boost you up into that 5-year mark. The closer to 12, the better. And that's how to look for trade lines. That's how to look for your file. That's how to look at everything that you're doing to get yourself to the next level. You need to get yourself to that next level. You need to put yourself in that situation where you guys are looking at your file as a totality of a whole to succeed. Now, I'm going to pause for a moment because I know I just dropped a lot of knowledge. Any questions? And I'm going to take a swig of water.
Yes, I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking into, getting on with my sister with the trade line. She said it's about 3 years old and she's used about 60% of it. Would that be a bad decision to use hers, being that her usage is so high? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Get it at
Okay.
0. Try to
Okay.
have somebody that's not utilizing their trade lines
Mm-hmm.
and try to get it at 0. So here's, or under 10%. Here's the thing. The trade line could negatively affect you if you have something that is utilized over 30%. I did this experiment myself. I went to the store and I spent 62% of my credit limit. Okay. Purposefully. I wanted to see how much it would drop my credit, and it tanked it. It tanked it hard. 70-point drop. 70-point drop from just utilizing 70% of my credit. Why? Now I'm a risk. If I spend to 70%, I'm a risk to the bureau. Not to the bureau, to the bank. So what did I do over time? I started paying it slowly over time. Okay. And I watched how many points it would go up as I paid. Every $100 that I paid pretty much got me a point. Okay. When I hit 30, right? And I paid from 31 to 29 and it reported, it was a almost 30-point increase from there. So if I didn't pay it after there, it was great. But up into that point, it was a 30-point increase. And below 30%, the amount of points that they take is very nominal to over 30%. So when you're looking at saying you hear somebody got 60% utilization, don't talk. No, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even get your credit right first, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
But get yourself in that position where you're looking at people. You know who the ones that people don't realize have great credit, and they just because they're so afraid of spending. Grandmas and grandpas.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The most 850 credit scores are from people 65 and above. People don't even realize that. Grandmas and grandpas, the most 850 credit scores that you will see come from that generation. Scared to use their credit, they own everything that they have. So at the end of the day, they're not over leveraged, overutilized. So that's always a good person to ask. Aunts, uncles, parents, usually they'll have a decent credit score. They'll be closer to the in between the 7s and the 8s if they have a fear of credit. If they don't have a fear of credit, you can have an uncle that I got a 500 credit score, just like yourself. And I had one of those too. I was like, let me get on your credit. He turned around. He told me, he goes, my credit's worse than yours. He goes, about 500.
Jeez.
So you've got to just be careful and make sure they know. And again, knowing who's got the credit is the person you go back to with the software and say, hey, let me fix your credit after. And that's how you start to get that's how you start to get clients. So that's how you prep. Any more questions? Jay, you look like you're about to fall asleep. Ralph, any questions for you?
No questions. I'm just basking it in right now. I don't know anybody with trade line credit yet, but
Always look, the reason I say that, the reason I say do that first is you may need only 10, 15, 20 points to get yourself funded. Now, guys, when I put the numbers over here, the numbers for a 700 plus credit score, these are conservative numbers. These are not, what I mean by conservative is the sense of I'm not telling you we can get you funded with a 680. Yes, you can get funded with a 680. But if I tell you 700 plus and you're focused on being over, when the credit starts rolling, it doesn't affect you as much and you're going to get approved for a better score. They know that they approve people at 680. They know they approve people at 700. So if you're looking to go into funding, any type of funding, you want to make sure you're above the game. So when you do go into funding, you don't fall beneath what they're looking and know that you can get caught in a trap with them. They want to catch you in a trap so that they can make more money off of you. And their money is interest. Their money is interest.
So speaking of funding, so when's the time to start funding? I mean, does your credit have to be? How does that work? So you just
Right
say
here, brother.
perfect score or anything.
Right here.
So it
This
needs
is-
to look just like that to start the funding.
If you have this right here, you can get 50K easily. I mean, you want to have 0 inquiries, because banks have an inquiry tolerance. But this is what you want to look. You want to look like, that's why I built this software, because that question is everybody's been asking, nobody can answer it. I can answer it because I was an underwriter. So I know what to look for. I know what a file needs to look like. This will set you back. This will drop me. If I go for funding right now, this will drop me. And I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell you exactly when it dropped me. Where is Barclays? Barclays, here. Right there. I was going for a Premier credit card. I needed to fly to Dubai, right? And when I needed to fly to Dubai, there was only Barclays Banks has Emirates Bank, Emirates Airlines. To get that, you need, so you always pull a airline miles card with the company that you want to deal with. So I went to Barclays. When I pulled Barclays, instantly denied. Instantly denied. What were their answers? Three things. Too high inquiries, too many open accounts. Okay. And at the time when I did it, I was here. More than 4 unsecured accounts open in the past 12 months. These are the answers. I'm giving you guys the answers for funding. This is why I'm releasing this software. This is going to be nuts when you guys are going into it. You put your file in and the file will tell you. And everything that you're working at will be told to you right there. And then you download it and you have it. And you're ready to go. So you know what you're working on. Because it doesn't just necessarily mean that I have to fix my credit. I may need a credit with a $5,000, I may need primaries. I may need things like that. So if I need certain things, I'm not ready for funding. And that's what people don't tell you. You have to understand that. Jay, I see that you look like you were about to say something.
Yeah, so I think that's amazing because now it's not only you doing credit repair, you can assist them in what they need for funding, basically. It's not only, oh, the score need to be this number. It's, oh, you need this, you need that, you need all these things. I like that, very detailed.
And that's again, so this is when we built this soft version of this when I started funding in 2019. Okay. Because this is why you pull a credit report. You pull a credit report to understand it. We built a soft version of this, me and my business partner, back in the day, and we didn't utilize it and we didn't see. But now, being on the opposite end where I'm in the print shop, and everybody that doesn't know, I'm in my actual shop. The printers are in the front and everything's here. One day I'll take everybody for a tour. When we started doing this and I came in here, I realized what everybody's selling. They're selling funding. They're telling you you can get money. But when can you get money? That's the question. When?
Exactly.
When can you get money? Here's when you can get money. When all these boxes are almost close to check.
Mm.
Jay, you're like, damn, man, this makes sense. I see it in your face. You're like, light bulb. It just went off. This is when you can get money. When you got no bankruptcies. When you got no collections. You got no liens. You got no judgments. You got no late payments. When nothing's there. When nothing negative is holding you back. Instantly, when nothing negative is holding you back, you can push forward immediately. Okay. Now you can go for base funding. We call it a starter file. A starter file could do anywhere between $0 and $50,000 just for being open, just for you breathing. But you got to know how much money to put when you're applying for the account. They might ask you for tax returns. They might ask you for this, that, and the third. But let me tell you something. Getting a basic credit card at the beginning with a $5,000 limit right off the bat is better than having nothing. It's better. And understanding the true facts. Here are the true facts. This is not BS that they're spewing on Instagram and thing to get sales. This is real. I ain't selling anybody here. I'm giving this shit away for free. I have nothing to sell you guys. Honestly, I have nothing to sell you guys. I'm giving the stuff away. Why? Why? Because you guys need this knowledge. This is real knowledge. When I do have something to sell, oh, you gonna know it. You guys gonna know it. Nah, it's the truth. It's the truth, though. I'm giving the real knowledge away for free because this is all accessible to you guys. This is all stuff that you guys need. You guys need this to grow. When you get into funding, I want to, like, I was talking, I forgot who I was talking to this morning. There was another client. It wasn't you, Jasmine. It was somebody else. I was talking to somebody this morning. I told them, I was like, you don't realize your success is my success because you guys, if you go out and you open up a credit business, you open a funding business, you do all this stuff. If you guys are working, you're printing with me, you're doing work with me, you're building with me. At the end of the day, I'm going to reap the rewards of teaching you guys. You guys are going to remember when I was down, this is the person that came and helped me. And people don't realize that. You realize, oh, I know who I was talking to. Somebody, they gifted me a software, a credit repair software, because of how much I helped the people, because they wanted me to make more money. That's how crazy. That's how much. And Micah's a part of my team. If you look for here, Micah's the one that does all the YouTube videos and uploads everything for you guys and posts everything. Micah's a part of my team. We want to make sure that we give the best experience to everybody around. You guys are growing. The mastermind group, we started off of you just posting a couple things on Facebook and to see it's growing. And I'm like, I'm posting it to everybody that pays. If you paid, you sent the letter out with us, you should join it for free. Why? Because you're going to grow with us. And we're going to make sure. All the questions that I got, whether it's a stall letter, things like that, this is all stuff that can be answered in the support group. But at the end of the day, it's very easy to see the stall letters that are coming in. It's very easy to teach you guys this basic stuff that's right in front of us that should have been taught to you from the beginning. Honestly, show of hands here. How many people know how to read a credit report?
Decently.
Okay.
Halfway.
Okay. The thing of and here again, I don't care because you know what? My free score now.com. Let me log in. I think I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, my free credit score.
Everybody got that. Because we use it because it loads into the software. That's why I built my software with my free score now inside of it. I'm not releasing that to anybody in the group. My software is going to go live. If you guys want it, you guys can go to the website. I'm not pushing it to anybody. That one will be a separate. I think I spelled it wrong.
It's okay if you push it to us. We won't tell nobody. Don't worry.
No,
I'm just playing.
I'm not that type of person. That's the thing. I didn't do it for that. Give me 1 second. I know you guys get taxed a lot, and I don't want to tax you guys for something else. But if you guys are getting ready to start a business and you do it for a business, then yes, I want you guys to do that. And FYI, I'm gonna update my score at the same time. Let's get the live score.
I
Copy.
wanted to ask about that line score thing. So should I pull that every 30 days, either for me or for the person I'm working for?
Yes and no. It's up to you. You don't need to, but it's up to you. Personally, when I had my credit repair company, I used to pull every 30 days, and that was the other part of the thing that we built over here was the progress report. How are we supposed to progress and tell people what's going on if you don't see what's being deleted? That's the whole point. You need to see what's being deleted to be able to give a progress to a person. Now, Let's go over here. Let's pull this in. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see what my score is today. Let's do this. Full update now. Let's see. This is the smart credit report. This is free. You're allowed to pull this, all that. Oh, look at that. I went up 66 points. 691. But nobody cares about that. I just wanted to pull it and see over here. I remember when I pulled my first report when I got into credit repair. Oh my God, man, it made me sick. Okay, so let's pull the credit report. I'm not gonna pull it. I'm gonna go over it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Can I call you after? Bye. All right. All right. Let's go over this. So I don't ever view the credit report like this. Can everybody see this, or is it too small?
I see it.
Okay. Let's make it just a little bit bigger. Let's go 150. Okay. First off, I don't ever look at this. This is all BS. Classic view. This is the way that you look at it. This is the best way to look at it. Okay? So now I go over here and this is everything I want. This tells you everything that you need to know about this credit score instantly. Okay? You come over here, you view right here. Total accounts, open accounts, closed accounts. Okay? And then you see your delinquencies. You'll be able to read the credit score instantly by knowing the delinquencies across the board. You'll know if you have one delinquency, say you have a charge off, right? The charge off should be across all three bureaus. If it's not a correct charge off. That if you have a derogatory, it should be across all three bureaus. Okay, you'll be able to see everything right here. If you have a balance, your balances should be right here. You have your credit limits should be right here. Okay, your inquiries, everything should be matched. Public records should be over here. When you're reading the credit report, and I don't know why the screen was doing that. When you're reading the credit report, you want to focus on everything inside of the credit report. Payment history is at the bottom. At the top is the name of the company, your account number, your high balances. Okay. The last verified account. So this is when it was last verified, when they did a check on it. Okay. Last date of activity, when the system did it in activity. So this just means when they updated it inside of the eOscar system and the Metro 2 system. This is when Experian updated it. This is when Equifax updated it. Last reported date, as you can see, is the same thing. Now, I don't know why this is off. This should be the same time. Okay. But guys, this is a discrepancy. This is what Metro 2 fights, because right here is a discrepancy. How did you have last date of activity on 1, but then you're telling me the date that it was reported was 5? That doesn't make any sense, right or wrong. So that's something that's over here. This is the open date. Okay. And this is the amount that's owed on the card. Close date. This is when the account was closed. If it was closed, it'll stay over here. If it's open or closed, and it'll tell you the type of file that it is. The file is individual, joint, or authorized user. Now, I want to find the authorized user to show you guys that. Dispute status, account's not disputed. If it's good, there will be notations over here as well in these here, like credit remarks will be over here. Dispute resolved, customer disagrees. I never sent anything out, but that's okay.
Yeah.
This is the type of creditor. This is a bank. Okay. Retail, not elsewhere, classified personal loan company. BS. This is the right one. It's the Home Depot is the CBNA, which is Citibank National Associates, I think, if I remember correctly. And that's where you want to be. You have your account status is open. Payments current, because everything's current. Cool. Here. They just did an update for me so I can record the videos. Give me a second. I just want to see. I gotta log out and log back in. 1 second. They did an update for me, so I can record videos, right? And not have whatchamacallit, not have my name inside the file. Not my name, my password. Not my password, my whatchamacallit. Why is this not working right now? There we go. My account numbers, so people can't get the account numbers. My name, here we go. Underwriting. There we go. No account numbers. Perfect. So that is good. Okay. Back over here. So now, when you're going over here, your payment amount should never be this, guys. FYI. Don't ever see what the payment amount is. Never ever pay what they say your payment amount is. At minimum, your payment amount should always be $100 at minimum. And you should be making, if possible, if your finances allow it, at least 3 payments a month of either the minimum payment if you can't make $100, or 3 payments of 100, just to keep yourself in good standings. That will give you a good way to look at it. Okay. Now, I've never disputed anything with this, so I don't know why that is, but okay. Oh, I know what this is. This is a dispute with a chargeback. Ah, okay, I get you. All right. So this is any creditor remarks that they add to it. This is the payment amount. This is the last payment when it was received. This is term length, meaning auto loan, like how long that is, and the past due amount if I own anything, what the credit limit is, and that. Let's go find an authorized user. Why is it doing that? Why is my screen doing that? Network. Let's find one of the chase cards. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay, this is my favorite one. So CBNA. Again, account number, everything. Last verified was 8. This is when they closed the account. Last reported activity was 2020. Date reported 22. Date opened 6/1/1990. Wow, my dad opened that a long time ago. This card is almost as old as I am. Date closed 9/5/9/2022. This is when Sears closed all their accounts. So if you still have a Sears card, they haven't got to you yet. You're lucky. Account disputed, nothing. It's just closed. It was a department store card. It's closed. It's current. It's inactive. It says due to inactivity, but that's not because I was paying it. Payment amount to 0. Last payment, and here's all the charge. Here's all the things. But as you can see, it's closed. It's current, and it says over here authorized user. Now let's find an auto loan. Where's BMW? Is this another? Nope, this is the individual. That's BMW. Where's BMW? Pentagon. Oh, this is a good one to show you. I got it when we did funding. I got a Pentagon card. I had it for two months. That was it. It was open and closed instantly. They repulled my inquiries, and this one says it was canceled by guarantor because they pulled my inquiries and I had over inquiries. I should have froze my account, but I didn't. They opened it and closed it immediately, and the high credit limit was 10,000. So this is things that you can see. Does this affect my credit score? It affects my credit score because this could have been opened and it could have had a lot more payment history, but it didn't. So that's all stuff that you guys can look at. Here, which one is this? This is when I got funding. This is when I got funding. This is from funding as well. Synchrony Amazon. Oh my God, this one's so old. Macy's. Here's the 40, right? Yep, here's the 40. This one has the balance. No, this one has no balance. This one's open and it's terminated. So they closed this account down on the person. they closed this account out on the person, but say, because I was an authorized user on the account and they closed it out on the person, I get this until it falls off. So I can ride the age on this account for as long as they keep reporting it and the Bureau wants to keep it there because I'm riding the age on it and it just keeps getting older and older and older until the SOL kicks in. And when the statute of limitation kicks in, then they remove it. Now, at that point, I already have enough cards to replace this, and hopefully my own Chase cards are at 40,000 at that point, so we won't have to worry about anything. Okay? I did have a Credit One Bank. Good card to start with. They don't give you limits like they should. Coles Capital One. Here, a BMW. When you look at this, you can see the loan payments and everything. Same thing. Now you can see the term. Here's the term here, 72 months term, how much the payment amount is, how much the car is, all that stuff. Now you can see that, and this is a joint account. So we have everything on the credit report for you to be able to see piece by piece what it is. This is a fixed rate amount, how much this is. Okay. Now this will be refinanced soon as the rates drop a little more because this rate was crazy. But at the end of the day, you know how to view an account. FYI, if you guys have spouses or significant others or boyfriends or, somebody that you trust that you can do this with, okay, somebody that can hold their weight, okay, I want you to have an idea of how to do this to build yourself up that you can put in a joint account with the person. Oh, I think I have a meeting right now. Oh, crap. I have another meeting. I'm going to cut this one short, and I will see you guys in the next one. I do apologize. I forgot I had a 1:30.
All right, man. We'll talk.
We'll talk, everybody. I hope everybody got good information out of here, all right?
Yes. Thank
All
you.
right,
Good.
guys.
Good
Bye,
day.
guys. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, fuck. No. I think I did black, so.